Hey there, literary homies. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you guys are having a great start to your week and that you are crushing those literary goals. So, I wanted to make this video today to talk about some ways that authors and entrepreneurs can actually use old content and turn it into new content. In the business world, it is called repurposing content. And it is something that all of your favorite authors and entrepreneurs do. You just haven't figured it out because they're switching a few things out. But they are keeping the same message, which in turn keeps them relevant and continues to establish them as the expert in their area or their field because they are regurgitating their information. And I want you all to learn the art of doing that so you can do the same. Now, most of my clients do write nonfiction books, meaning it's something, some facts or some truth to the content that they're writing. So that type of content is a little easier to repurpose than if you were to write a fiction story. So I'm going to go over the nonfiction ways that you can repurpose your content, and then I'll go over the fiction. So if you wrote a nonfiction book, meaning that you are writing a story about something that you experience or something that you're most knowledgeable about, you can use those chapter titles and turn them into memes. Yes, you can turn your titles into memes, into quotes, and you can begin to circulate them on your social media platforms on a regular basis so people can start connecting that meme and that graphic with your brand. So that's one of the ways that you can repurpose your content. You can also turn 1 to 2 of your paragraphs into blog posts. That way you can share a little bit more about your book without giving the whole book away for free. You can create a blog post with a paragraph or two, and you can put the link to your book at the bottom of the blog post to encourage those who just read those excerpts, right, as a blog post to purchase your full book. Another way that you can repurpose your nonfiction content is by using your book summary as posts. So your book summary should be anywhere between 4 sentences to up to about 3 paragraphs, depending on the type of book that you wrote. Now, if you have 3 paragraphs, that's a minimum of 4 sentences each. Those are so many blog posts, you guys. Just break that thing up and add a couple of words, take out a couple of words, just make it make sense for that particular post. And you have plenty of content if you use your summary. And if you have your outline of your original manuscript when you're going through the process, you can also use that as content as well. I'm pretty sure that most of the content that you wrote in your draft has been discarded and not used in your final draft. So you can go back and use that content as posts so you can continue to engage with your audience. Y'all like that, T? That was good. That was good. Okay, so if you wrote a fiction book, meaning it's something imaginary, okay, maybe it has a little bit of truth, but most of it is embellished, okay? So those are the urban fictions, the eroticas, children's books too, okay? Anything that is something that you made up, right? That's a fiction story. So ways that you can repurpose that content is you can actually take the, now I'm say this, if you are a true fiction writer, before you started writing, you have descriptions of your characters and scenarios. So you can use that as content to keep your readers who already read the book engaged and to also kind of entice those who have never read the book as of yet. You can kind of give them just a little bit more insight on the characters and what they're going through. You can also, some of the content that you discarded and that did not make it in the final draft, you can create a blog post and you can share that, some unreleased content. That's always exciting. Kind of like how they do in the movies, like the blooper scenes. You can do that with some blooper content, and you can share that with your email list, with your readers group, because you have a reader group on Facebook if you have a fiction book, right? Say it with me, right? So those are different ideas that you can share to keep them engaged. Now, the whole idea of this, you guys, is so that you don't have to go scratching your head and driving yourself crazy when it's time for you to post on social media. I don't know if I said this in this video or not, but if you're an author, you have to have a social media platform, whether you just choose one or you use all 3, 4, 5, 1,700 of them. At some point, you have to choose one of those platforms that you really, really connect with so that you can really build a following. And in that is where you will see the increase of readership and the loyalty that some of your favorite longtime authors have accrued over the years. Those are some things that they have done, and maybe some things that I just made up, but they work because, hey, I've been doing this for a while too. And those are some things that has helped me increase readership, as well as things that I share with my clients, and it has helped them increase readership as well. So repurpose your content, whether you write nonfiction or fiction. There are a couple of strategies that you can do that feels comfortable for you, okay? That makes sense for your brand, that you can implement so that you can stay relevant and continue to have that strong readership in those consistent book sales. If you need more tips, I would love to offer them to you. Just go ahead and click the link in my description box or in my bio. I don't know if you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, but you know I got to cover all the bases. But just go to one of those areas and click the link. Check out my website, and you can check out my blog so you can see what I blog about. And of course, those tips are repurposed. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.